Yeah, man. We in the building, man. Are you ready for this one? Bless the like button at this time. I know I had to, had to take care of some things behind the scenes, so I had to, you know, I had to push the time back a little bit. But tap on in. It's going to be a wonderful show. You already know. Now, there's been a big thing on social media. Anton Daniels versus Corey Holcomb, man. Hey, man, this thing is everybody doing content on it. People running them numbers up. It's a lot of people using this to build their platforms, right? You got a lot of guys who was only getting 1,000 views, 2,000 views. Now they're getting 10,000, 15, 20,000, right? Just like you got a lot of guys using Tariq Nasheed to get views. You got guys who was only getting 500 and 600 views. Now that they're talking about FBA and Tariq Nasheed, they're getting thousands of views. Corey Holcomb roasted Anton Daniels. Not just Anton Daniels, his whole family. Some people say, oh man, the kids are off, it's off limit, da 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 da. Right? Well, if you know Anton is the one. Hold on one second, man. I gotta plug my charger up. Hold on, you guys. All right. I have to plug my charger up, man. Man, I seen the Corey Holcomb response video, man. He cooked Anton, man. He said Anton's wife had a starter cap wig on. He can get her a better wig. You did. It was crazy. Oh, man. Hey, man. The 5150 show was a classic. Corey went in. Now, Anton was doing several videos all over YouTube saying that he punked Corey, pretending to be a tough guy. And you know, your daughter is a casualty of war, man. Your wife and your daughter, they're casualties of war, man. I just got to say. I mean, they're casualties of war, man. They just caught a stray bullet. They caught some strays, man. I'll put it like that. Anton Daniels said his daughter needs therapy. Now, Corey said, this is what Corey said. Corey said, damn, man, son, don't have no more kids, man. He said, don't have no more kids. Do the world a favor. He was making fun of Anton's daughter's looks, saying that she looks like Anton Daniels. I mean, wow. But I got to be honest, she looks like Anton Daniels. Now, if Anton Daniels is gonna sue over name calling, what do you think he would have did if Corey would have put tips on him? See, a lot of you guys got to be mindful of that. Anton didn't want to go out back and catch no fade. Corey Holcomb already got sued by Ari Spears and a few other people. So the whole time, Corey was thinking about lawsuits. Anton Daniels had a bodyguard with him. Do you really think Anton's bodyguard is going to let him get beat down? No, that's not what he gets paid for. Now, when Corey said, say it again, Anton didn't say it again. The reason why Anton said, let's go out back, because he know he had a security guard with him, protecting him. You got to be crazy and downright delusional if you think that Anton Daniels really wanted to catch a fade. Lord Jesus, where's your antennas? Where's your thinking cap? Where's your antennas? I mean, Corey made fun of Anton's wife wig. He made fun of the daughter, said she looked like Anton. He said, Lord, do the world a favor and don't have no more kids. And I said this too, Anton, you're paying these women to be around you. Now that Anton has money, Do you really think, let me say this. Do you really think Mika will be rocking with Mr. Potato Head, Milk Dud Head if he didn't have no bread? Man, please, where's your antennas? Anton has enough money to pay beautiful women to be around him. But do you really think she would be rocking with Anton if he didn't have no money, if he wasn't paying? Come on, man. Oh man, Anton's paying Mika and women like that to be around him. She ain't rocking with Anton because he got swagger or because she believe he's handsome. No way. You know. Now let's get into this. Listen, homie. I told you, Anton is the type of guy that's gonna sue you, man. Do you really think a nerd? Listen. Fleece Johnson told Anton he had a nice body and a nice butt. Do you really think a guy who allows another man to talk to him like that is going to catch a fade with anybody? Guys like that are not going to catch a fade. Where's your antennas? Where's your thinking cap? Straight up like that. See, men who are willing to catch a fade, they're not going to sit up there and get sex played. Now, Ringo TV Raw is another sucker, is another clown. He made excuses for rainbow activities because Anton made money from the interview. That's the same in Hollywood. You know, you got a lot of cats in Hollywood who put on dresses, makeup, and wigs, and their excuse was, well, I got paid to do it. So Dingo TV said the same thing. Dingo made excuses for rainbow activities as long as you get money. He made an excuse for it. Well, you know, you guys don't understand business. Anton allowed Fleece to flirt with him and tell him he had a nice butt because Anton understands business. Anton didn't want to mess up the bag. So he allowed a grown man to flirt with him, and he giggled while the man was flirting with him. Y'all don't understand business. Dingo TV. What an idiot. What a clown. He's a terrible excuse for the young generation of young black men. Making excuses for rainbow activities as long as you get money, meaning as long as you get paid is okay. It's all right. Words of Dingo TV. You know? Let's get into this Anton Daniels clip. I'm going to let you hear the Anton Daniels clip first, and then we're going to get into the Corey Holcomb roast. Of course, Anton is going to sue. He's the type of guy that's going to sue you. Now, let's get into this.
That I wanted to know. So there are some people that are watching this right now that I remember used to being here all the time, and there was heavy supporters, and now are a little bit different. Like, for example,
what he's saying is he noticed a lot of people ain't rocking with him no more, man, because they seen through the phoniness. So they're not rocking. Listen, there's people who ain't rocking with me no more. You know, and it can be for many reasons, but do I care about them? No. When they try to come back, I'm like, no, stay over there with the people you chose up with. You don't rock with my platform, it's all good. But don't come over here pretending like you always been down. I know who you are. So Anton is saying he noticed after this Corey Holcomb beef, people who was rocking with him before, they're not rocking with him anymore.
Those Bulldogs said, stop the cap like you didn't wake up to respond. I'm going to speak to that. Vato's Bulldogs used to be a very, very heavy supporter of the show. But what I've realized is people will switch and change depending on how messy that they want you to be. So I'm going to address this like this, because the thing that I tell people all the time is you never, ever, 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 yeah, facts, fair weather friends. We know what it is. We know what it is. We've even revived some people's platforms with hate. But in a month, those same platforms are going to have to figure out what else to talk about once this whole thing dies down. All right, but let me get to exactly what it is that y'all want to talk about. So, of course, I'm familiar, and of course, people were sending it to me yesterday and all of that, right? They were sending me everything that was being said about my daughter and my wife and all of that stuff, right? And so the thing that I try to tell people on a regular basis is this.
Corey Holcomb was talking about my wife. He was talking about my daughter. I use my platform to make money. Now my daughter needs therapy. Corey, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to take you to court. Yeah.
Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, let your emotions make you make illogical decisions. We are a thinking people now. We are evolving. We are no longer subjecting ourselves to the same rules as the streets, as the culture, as the thing that we criticize the most. So I'm going to just say this. I'm not going to make it a long thing. I'm going to be very, very clear. And
whoa, Anton is suing for $1 million. Alice said it's been reported that Anton is suing Corey for $1 million. Whoa. Shout out to Nata. I appreciate you, Nata, for the super chat.
We're going to move on. I'm not going to rest it again. All right. So here's the thing. Since the beginning of time, I've always, my number one thing in life, above all, when I made the decision that I wanted to have a kid, and I said that I was only a kid because I wanted to make sure that I poured every single resource that I could into the kid.
See, he's looking for sympathy. He's trying to tell you how great of a father he is, how dedicated he is to loving his daughter. He's trying to garner sympathy from the audience. You know, he's expressing his feelings and emotions, and this is why he wants to sue Corey Holcomb, because Corey Holcomb roasted him and his whole family. Anyway, let's move on with it. Make sure y'all bless that like button while you're at it.
And that is the purest thing that we can do, is that we can take care of our children. Our children.
Right. You can't say we as people, Anton. Shout out to Prodigal Son, my dog. That's our son. Anton said that he's not black. He said he's a Christian before anything. So now you can't say us in the culture. No, you're not one of us. You separated yourself from the black community. You said that black folks were the most, you said blacks were the most racist and white folks were the best thing since sliced bread. That's what Anton said. So you can't be black when it's convenient. Stop trying to use the black card to garner sympathy from the black community. Stop trying to use your black card to garner sympathy from the black community. Remember, you said it, Anton. I'm a Christian first. I don't identify with black. Being black is a social construct created by the white man. Being black is a social construct created by the white man. I don't want nothing to do with the black community.
Are the ones that are our future. Now, I'll give you a little bit of insight for those of you that may not be familiar with my daughter. USA team, at different points throughout the year, she's usually ranked about number 2 or number 3 in the country. Probably has close to over 325 medals, of which 200 and maybe 80 of them are gold. Has traveled across the world representing our country, and is probably the sweetest soul that I personally know. Now,
Corey's an old school comedian, man, and this is why I said before. Corey should have never got emotional and got in Anton's face. He could have roasted Anton live on air. The first thing I would have brought up was the Fleece Johnson situation. Soon as Anton would say, yeah, you sucking the D of the black community. You know what I would have said if I was Corey? Yeah, and you speaking on sucking D, Fleece Johnson had you in some high heels and some peak panties, and you got on your knees. And before you did that, Fleece gave you some knee pads. It made you fix it. It made you get on the knees and give him his early morning fix. How does it feel to get put in a dress by Fleece Johnson? Yeah. Fleece Johnson made filet mignon out of Anton's booty cheeks. I mean, verbally. Fleece said, yeah, you my girlfriend. Go on, get on there and put on that pink dress. And Anton did it willingly. Man, I would have roasted Anton so bad live on the show. So that's what I mean when I said Corey should have never even been bothered. That should have rolled when Anton said you sucking the D off the black community. Man, I would have rolled right off of my shoulder, man. I would have roasted Anton a brand new a-hole. Oh, I would have roasted Anton so bad live on air. Corey has the comedic skills to roast Anton, to cook him. I would have roasted Anton so bad about that Fleece Johnson situation, he would have quit the podcast and walked off. Never had to lay a hand on him. I would have whipped Anton verbally if I was
Corey.
Corey.
Can be a little bit biased because all of our kids are the sweetest things to us. Those of us that are in our kids' lives and that are participating in children's lives. A very, very accomplished minor child, meaning that she's still a child. And one of the things that I tell my daughter every single day is that I want you to stay in a child's place. I never want you to grow up.
Anton, I'd do anything to stay out of jail, please. I won't rob nobody. I won't harm nobody. I won't steal nothing, please. I'd do anything to stay out of jail, please. And here go Fleece Johnson. That's good. That's good. Because we was in prison, I had to see what's up with you. I talk to you. And here go Anton. Well, I need some protection, Fleece. And here go Fleece. Well, my protection come with a fee. That means your booty belong to me. I'm Fleece Johnson. My protection gonna come with a fee. Here go Anton. Okay, Fleece. I'll send you some money tomorrow, Fleece. I just need your protection, Fleece. Okay, when I'm Fleece Johnson, my protection gonna come with a fee, Anton. Okay, Fleece. I got you. How much money you need, Fleece?
Too fast. I never want you to be out here doing things that you're not supposed to do because you have an expectation on your life. And so the thing that I've always done is try to protect my daughter against the world from the world. And what this has shown me is that eventually all of our children, and she is still a child because she is an underage child, all of our children eventually will have to see how ugly the world is. All of them. Regardless of how we feel, regardless of what happens, all of our children will have to seek,
he's looking, listen, he's trying to garner sympathy from the black community. You said you're not black, you're a Christian first. Look, black people, don't feel sorry for Anton. Now, his daughter just happened to be a casualty of war, right? I don't make fun of people's children, but then everybody's different. Corey is a comedian. Corey said, I'm going to hit you where it hurts. Now, check it out like this. If Anton is crying over words, what do you think would have happened if Corey would have put them paws? Excuse me. What do you think would have happened if Corey would have put them paws on Anton's jaws? He would have sued, man. The only reason Anton said we can go out back is because he had a security guard. You got to be stuck on stupid if you believe that Anton was going to go outside and catch a fair fade. Men who catch fair fades wouldn't let Fleece Johnson turn their booty cheeks into filet mignon. Come on now.
We'll have to see what the world is. What we as parents are supposed to do is protect them as long as possible. As long as possible.
Anton was talking tough because he had a bodyguard with him. Come on, man. He got that. He had the courage because he had the armed bodyguard. Listen, your bodyguard is not going to sit there and let you get your butt kicked. He's not going to sit there and watch you get beat up. That's not why he gets paid. So when people say, well, he said, let's go out back. I said, oh, hold on. It sounds good for the cameras, right? It sounds good while the cameras is rolling. But when you pay attention to everything that's going on, this fool got an armed bodyguard with him. He is not going to catch a fade with nobody. Do you really think a millionaire who's moist and sweet as Anton is going to go out back and catch a fair fade when he got an armed bodyguard with him? Come on, where's your antennas at, man? Where's your thinking cap?
And so they have to see what the world does, right? So this is what I'm going to say. My focus right now, and then I'm going to go ahead and get into the show.
Hold on, let me read the super chat. He said evidently Futon didn't study Corey enough. Now he's dealing with an upset wife. Shout out to Coon for the super chat. Really didn't rap, no cap. King Supreme delivering the hardcore facts. Where's your antennas? Where's your thinking cap? If you think Anton was finna go out back and scrap.
Focus right now is trying to figure out the psychological damage, impact, and trauma that has been done to my daughter. I pulling her out of school, early therapy, making sure that she is protected, trying to see what the fallout will be.
I told you this. Corey could have defeated Anton live on air. Corey could have defeated Anton with words, bro. Anton ain't got no business talking about who's sucking who D when he got on his knees for Fleece Johnson, when Fleece Johnson put him in some lingerie and a blonde wig. Fleece Johnson put Mr. Potato Head in a blonde wig before he got on his knees to service daddy. If I was Corey, I would have roasted him. I would have roasted him. Oh my God, I would have did him so bad with that Fleece Johnson situation. Anton would have walked off the podcast with his feelings hurt, feeling like he wanted to take himself out. I would have roasted and barbecued this fool so bad. See, Corey got caught up in the moment and said, I don't do no D sucking. I don't do no D sucking. If I was like Corey, maintain your composure, just roast this guy. He's not going to be able to handle the roast. You can verbally crucify this guy and he's gonna quit. That's exactly what I would have did. I would have fell back and I said, I'm gonna use my comedic skills to cook this dude. I would have listen. Corey could defeat Anton verbally. Anton is already Anton is tapping out. Tap out. Let me see you tap out. Tap out. Tap out. Let me see you tap out. He's tapping out. The jokes have gotten the roast. He can't handle the roast. Corey Holcomb put Anton in a deep fryer. Corey Holcomb put Anton on a barbecue pit. He put him in a crock pot. And then he put him back in the oven to cook him some more. He's tapping out, y'all. Anton is trying to garner sympathy from the black community. But keep in mind, Anton said that he's not black and he don't identify with black folks. He's saying being black is a social construct created by the white man. Therefore, he is not black. He represents himself as a Christian. Well, let me say this, Anton. Let me show you how you're fake as a Christian. No Christian man who stands on Christian morals and values would platform a sexual predator like a Fleece Johnson. It goes against your Christian morals and values. But see, Anton will do anything for money. He'll forfeit his Christian morals and values as long as he can get to the bag, as long as he can get some money. The Fleece Johnson interview was a prime example that Anton is a fake Christian. What Christian man who really stands on morals and values would platform a sexual predator, a sexual deviant like a Fleece Johnson? Fleece Johnson's claim to fame is SAing men, molesting gullible, weak men in prison. That's his claim to fame. If it wasn't for that, nobody would even know who Fleece Johnson is. Fleece Johnson got popular for degeneracy, for homosexuality. That's Fleece Johnson's whole claim to fame. And you as a Christian man, a conservative Christian man, platform somebody like that, Anton, you a fake Christian. You're not even a real man.
As far as her having to be removed from some of her competitions because of a lot of different things, including online bullying and psychological damage. There's a lot of fallout from what happens to my daughter's life because she is so accomplished. She has some of the greatest schools in the United States of America that has been seeking her out, scholarships, looking for her to join the team. She is on track to be a United States Olympian. She was supposed to be possibly in the next Olympics. And I don't know how damaging this is to her psyche. I don't know. Who knows? This can be a lifetime of damage. We don't know what butterfly effect things that we do to our children. And
You listen, if Anton would have never got on the internet antagonizing Corey, pretending to be this fake tough guy, I don't think Corey would have took it that far to roast you and your family. Anton went on a campaign to slander Corey's name. He hopped on every podcast that he can hop on to sell his fake tough guy image as if he punked Corey. Corey said, okay, he gonna do that. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna cook him. I'm gonna roast him. I'm gonna put him in the deep fryer. I'm gonna put him on a barbecue pit. The barbecue pit. I'm gonna cook this guy, and then I'm gonna cook him again, and I'm gonna refry this. I'm gonna put him in deep fried fish water. Have you ever heard of deep fried fish water? It was a certified slaughter. He even roasted Anton's daughter. Huh?
One thing that most fathers, black fathers, try to do is they try to make sure that their children are protected. That's what we do. As fathers, we don't really care what happens to us, right? Because that's just,
we know we got the hate watchers. We got 970 some people watching. Let's get 900 people that like that video. Oh yeah.
Life. But we never, ever can imagine what would happen to our underage children. No. No matter what happens to us, we don't want anything. For those of us that are in our daughters' lives, we don't want anything to happen to our children.
Anton, you did videos saying, don't nobody care about them kids. You said that people shouldn't post their kids because nobody else cares about them besides the parents. Well, the same thing applies to your daughter. You know what I mean? You're sitting up there looking like Sweetwater James, looking all sweet and moist. I do anything to stay out of jail, Fleece. I won't hurt nobody. I won't fight nobody. I won't steal nothing, Fleece. I realized at an early age, but I ain't built for jail, Fleece. I do anything to stay out of jail, Fleece. Like, that's good, because you need my protection. My protection come with a fee. You know, that mean them cheeks belong to me. Anton, my protection gonna come with a fee. That mean your cheeks belong to me. Fleece Johnson filet mignon your cheeks and put them on a platter for everybody to see. Man, if I was Corey Holcomb, I would have roasted Anton so bad. The moment he brought up D-sucking, I would have roasted him. I would have roasted him to smithereens with the Fleece Johnson situation. Huh? Then he gonna sit up there and talk tough, going from platform to platform with this fake tough guy image. Yeah, I punk Curry. I know I let Fleece Johnson fillet my cheeks, but I still punk Curry. Come on, end of the story.
Under no circumstance. And so I don't know. You know, I think that a lot of people don't really understand the impact. I'm speaking to all of us, for all of us. We don't always know what the impact is to our children. We don't know the psychological damage, the emotional damage, the wreck that happens in their lives when other people go after children. I thought that children was off limits.
He go, please, son. Anton, anybody tell you got a night booty? He go, Anton, no. He go, please, son. Anybody tell you got a night booty? And he go, Anton, no. You know, like when you tell a girl she got a nice butt and she giggles and laughs about it because you're flirting with her in a sexual way, but she laughs about it because secretly she's turned on. Well, that's the situation with Fleece Johnson and Anton Daniels. Fleece said, Anton, anybody tell you got a nice body? And he go, Anton, no. Anton, anybody tell you got a nice booty? No. But I think you're cute. Anton, I think you're cute. I think you got a nice butt. If we was in prison, I'd get with you. I had to see what's up with you. And he go, Anton, oh, you stop, Fleece. You a fool, Fleece. You crazy, Fleece. Fleece Johnson, we was in prison. Would you turn me down? Would you turn me down? Anton, we were in prison. Would you turn me down? And he go, Anton, I'd do anything to stay out of jail, Fleece.
But I guess not. I guess not. So my number one concern, and I'm gonna say this, and again, this is for all of the civil, awesome Black people out there and people in the United States of America that want to ensure that their children are protected. My number one goal is to always try to figure out how I can protect my underage child. My underage child. That's all I care about. I could have never imagined in 1,000 years the psychological damage.
And now you see how hurt he is over this roast? Like, man, Corey Holcomb, holla at King Supreme. Corey Holcomb, you could have ripped Anton to shreds with the Fleece Johnson jokes alone when he came with that D-sucking allegation. I'm like, D-sucking? You was on your knees for Fleece Johnson, and you got the nerve to talk about D-sucking? Fleece Johnson fillet me on your cheeks, put you in some pink panties and some high heels, gave you some knee pads before you got on your knees to fix daddy. You got the nerve to talk about D-sucking? Oh my God, I would have cooked Anton for making that D-sucking allegation if I was Corey. Clearly, Anton can't take jokes. Clearly, Anton can't accept the roast.
Impact. The cries that I had to hear. You know? My immediate concern was, oh my God, who do I call? But I couldn't call anybody because everything was closed at the time. So immediately pulling her out of school, immediately making sure that I go and assess the damage, trying to figure out if we're able to get her into the same competitions. Coming up, she literally just texted me probably less than 48 hours ago all of the different competitions that she had lined up for this year. We were supposed to go to Great Britain. We were supposed to go to a lot of places. I don't know if we can still do that. I don't know if that's possible, because I don't know if she has the, you know, their brain isn't even fully developed.
First class citizen, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna open up this panel in a minute, man. First class citizen said AD is a lame who fake flexes to try to portray himself as being something he's not. Why would he get on this platform later talking about he would beat Corey? You know what? Knowing he didn't want no smoke, because he's an actor and he knows that there's a bunch of gang goofy Gilligans who are listening. So he tried it, but it backfired. Anton can't even take a joke. He can't even take the roast. Now he's claiming that his daughter is so, listen, my daughter is so depressed because Corey made fun of her looks. Corey said, man, Anton, your daughter look like you. Don't have no more kids, big dog. Look at your wife over there with that starter cap wig on. he said Anton's wife had a starter cap wig on. I fell out laughing, man. That was hilarious. He roasted. Oh man, rest in peace to Anton's wife's wig, man. We gotta do a ceremony, man. We gotta call you guys to the funeral. We gotta call you guys to gather at the service. Rest in peace to Anton's wife's wig. You did. That's a starter cap wig.
You know?
Oh man.
Literally. So crazy. She had just sent me her pictures, her senior pictures, and she had also sent her schedule. Literally, this was yesterday at 10:22 p.m. At 10:22 p.m. Let me show you. See that? See the schedule? The tentative.
All right, let's go. Let's go to Corey Holcomb, man. We're gonna come back to this one, man. We better get into it, man. Look here, look.
got on. That's a starter kit wig. Ain't got to be worried about that nigga temper tantrums and all that shit like that. Come fuck with a real nigga. If y'all in Detroit, it's real niggas in Detroit. God damn it. They could come pick you up at his house. He ain't gonna do shit. You with a mark ass nigga who's stressing you out. Cause you saw it. I know you saw it, ma'am. When I said to your husband, I'm gonna do it in slow motion a little bit. Say I suck dick again. That nigga let your whole family down and bitched out. Y'all done. You will never live that moment down where he got punked in front of the nation. You think you supposed to fix it because you married to him. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I can't put you out front with my top 5 bitches, but I'll find you a slot just because you his wife. Come fuck with a real nigga. You know you can't stay with that nigga. His best years are over. What if you'd have had a boy? God damn, you'd have had a little slouchy little boy. You had a daughter, at least somebody will smash you. This motherfucker, them nights when them other bitches ain't answering the phone, they gonna call your daughter. Meanwhile, you
Oh Lord.
could be over here with me, goddamn it. I got a bitch.
Music. 5150 music.
With some cooler wigs than that you had on. Boy, that wig you got on, that's a starter kit wig. You can't stay with that nigga. His best years are over. What if you'd have had a boy? God damn, you'd have had a little slouchy little boy. You had a daughter, at least somebody will smash you. This motherfucker, them nights when them other bitches ain't answering the phone, they gonna call your daughter. Meanwhile, you could be over here with me, goddamn it. I got a bitch with some cooler wigs than that you had on. Boy, that wig you got on, that's a starter kit wig. I got some bitches who do hair so good, boy, I'll make that bitch an 8. I'll make that bitch an 8, nigga. That bitch, what? Let me tell you something. I can make people think she look good. But yeah, your husband a straight mark ass nigga. I sat in his lap, the nigga wouldn't even swing.
That's a starter cat wig.
You use your paper to fuck bitches you would normally never be around. You an ugly ass boy. You an ugly ass boy. You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
That nigga got a picture.
This motherfucker brag on not having no children out of wedlock. What happened, D? It crashed.
The Holcomb incident.
That's the broad.
I was told.
Y'all can get the broad off. That's his daughter. This man said he ain't got no children out of wedlock. Nigga,
That's Cool
Don't-
Mo daughter.
that's who?
Not Cool Mo D, Cool Mo daughter.
That's the air up there.
Oh man, see he clowned. And listen, she does look like Anton though. I'm not gonna make fun of her. You know, I don't make fun of the children, but man, you got to understand, she does look like Anton though. You know, look at her cheeks, and she don't look like the mother. She looks just like Anton. That's a fact. She's a spitting image of Anton Daniels.
There, nigga. Look, nigga,
Go
let me tell you
downtown.
something. Don't make no more kids, nigga. That bitch gonna be buying pussy like you after a while.
He said, don't make no more kids. You're gonna be buying box just like you be buying box.
If you don't know,
Hey, look at Darlene trying not to laugh. See, Darlene, like, Corey, you my boy, but Darlene trying her best not to laugh. He said,
this motherfucker brag on not having no children out of wedlock. What happened, D? It crashed.
The Holcomb incident. Now,
That's the broad.
I was told.
Y'all can get the broad off. That's his daughter. This man said he ain't got no children out of wedlock. Nigga,
That's Cool Mo
Don't-
daughter.
that's who?
Not Cool Mo D, Cool Mo daughter.
That's the air up there, nigga. Look, nigga,
go
let me tell you
downtown.
something. Don't make no more kids, nigga. That bitch gonna be buying pussy like you after a while. If you don't know, nigga, don't ever brag on no motherfucking what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you, nigga. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Your prime years, you was a scammer, nigga. You was doing scams. Now that you older and found a way to manipulate, get dude off the screen. Get dude off the screen,
Oh,
man.
that's cold. He said, "Get dude off the screen." Corey, man, you my man. Corey Holcomb, my boy, man. Corey Holcomb, my dog, man. So you know I'm rocking with Corey Holcomb for sure. But damn, Corey, you a fool for this one, man. Corey said, "I'm gonna hit Anton where it hurts." Where's your antennas? Where's your thinking cap?
That's who the fuck is that, nigga? This motherfucker cat. I'm the captain now. Look at it. Hey, look. Let me tell you something. Don't make no more daughters, dog. You got to make it where your shit come out with a boy, so he can make excuses for him. But you ain't.
Oh man, like my man Sir Ism say, cold in the game, Jack. That's cold in the game right there.
Got no kids out of wedlock because ain't no bitches fucking with you. He was on the internet bragging, I always got a bad bitch with me. No, you pay a bitch to be with you, nigga. You ain't no nigga who got bitches. You
Oh
buy bitches like the little bitch you had with
man, Corey, man. You crazy for this one, man.
you, goddammit. Who motherfucking made that story sound like she wanted to sound. I got to town Tuesday. Did you get to town Tuesday? Or was you in Vegas with him? I don't know. Did you get to town Tuesday, really? So you let that man lie to you, bring you up here, talking about you holding the show, and you ain't mad at that nigga? I seen you on that show when he said something about dick sucked to the other.
All right, let's go to Corey. Hey, Corey, a little too vulgar for this one, man. Let me go to my man O'Shea, man. O'Shea gave us the cleaner version. He said, "Come on, man, get dude off the screen, man." He said, "Get dude off the screen." Let's go, man. Let's go right here, man. Let's see what I'm gonna have to edit this one, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to edit this. Come on, Corey. Come on, Corey. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him, Corey.
No children, wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
7 days ago, there was the
Fair
lie.
use, man. This is my man O'Shea to do. Hey, O'Shea, man, I gotta get my editing skills up to par like you, my guy. Fair use. This is my man O'Shea to Duke Jackson giving his take on it. He gonna give y'all the edited version.
Live stream between Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. And the episode was called the Act Right Demonstration. It got so bad that Corey Holcomb removed Anton Daniels from the thumbnail and from the title of the show. And after this particular debacle, we all saw what happened. Anton Daniels went on almost like a crusade. He calls into other people's channels, basically talking about how broke Corey Holcomb was, talking about how he would have whooped Corey Holcomb's ass. And he even said some real interesting things.
Jesus Christ, bro. I'm gonna make $1 million off of you, bro. I'm going to make $1 million off of Corey alone. Because I know the money game. Corey broke.
So he's saying that he's gonna make $1 million off.
Man, Anton was talking tough, talking greasy, talking slick. I don't think Anton Daniels was prepared for what was gonna happen on the back end. You did. Make sure that y'all bless the like button. 1,600 watchers. Let's get 1,600 people to bless that like button.
Of Corey Holcomb. Now, for this whole week, Corey Holcomb wasn't responding at all, wasn't responding on Instagram. Corey Holcomb actually, according to him, was in Las Vegas. And so now what Anton Daniels is doing is picking a fight with one of the most legendary, ruthless, grassroots comics in the history of Black America. And this is exactly what Corey Holcomb is. And Anton Daniels seemed to
I
have
got y'all, man. I'm gonna drop the link. Shout out to King Judah for the Cash App. Shout out to Lions Dollars for the Cash App. Shout out to Trey Bond for the Cash App. Let's get some more brothers and sisters to bless that Cash App or the Super Chat. And I'm gonna drop that link in a second.
a lot of momentum simply because Corey Holcomb just hadn't addressed it. And he was cashing in on it. Again, he was talking about he was going to try to make $1 million. And to be honest, a lot of us made a lot of money off of this situation.
He's right, you know.
But again, Corey Holcomb would stay true to form, showing up to his show, and the name of the show was Ugly Men Equals. And in this show, he refused to call Anton Daniels Anton. He called him throughout the show Futon.
Hey, my man Jap said Anton Daniels got broke wrist energy. Shout out to Jap for that broke wrist energy series that he did. Anton Daniels was the main star of the broke wrist energy series. Shout out to Jap. Anton definitely got broke wrist energy, if you know what I mean.
Woo! And he would start by insulting Anton Daniels' looks.
Boy, you use your paper to fuck you would normally never be around. You an ugly ass boy. You an ugly ass boy. You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
That nigga got a picture.
This brag on not having no children out of wedlock.
Damn.
And then Corey Holcomb would go a lot further and attack, well,
Daughter. This man said he ain't got no children out of wedlock.
That's Cool
Don't-
Mo daughter.
That's who?
Not Cool Mo D, Cool Mo daughter.
That's the air up there, nigga. Look,
go
nigga, let me tell
downtown.
you something. Don't make no more kids. That gonna be buying like you after a while.
Don't make no more children. Definitely don't make no more daughter. She gonna be buying boxes like you with a face like that. Do the world a favor, Anton. Don't have no more daughters. Oh my!
If you don't know, don't ever brag on no mother. If you don't know, no more kids. That gonna be buying like you after a while. If you don't know, don't ever brag on no mother what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Your prime years, you was a scammer. You was doing scams. Now that you older and found a way to manipulate, get dude off the screen. Get dude off the screen, man. That's who the is that? This fucking cat. I'm the captain now. Look at that. Hey, look. Let me tell you something. Don't make no more daughters, dog. You got to make it where your shit come out with a boy so he can make excuses for him. But you ain't got no kids out of wedlock because ain't no just fucking with you. He was on the internet bragging, I always got a bad with me. No, you pay a bitch to be with you. You ain't no who got bitches.
after
Corey is 100% correct. Anton is paying Mika to be. Do you really think Mika would be around Mr. Potato Head if he wasn't spending that bread? Do you really think? And Mika's a beautiful woman. Do you really think Mika would be around Mr. Potato Head if he wasn't kicking out that bread? I think we all know the answer to that. He's paying.
going after the daughter, he would then go after Anton Daniels' wife.
She look like she'll be like, fuck it, I'll be with this little baby. You ain't got to be worried about that temper tantrums and all that shit like that. Come with a real. If y'all in Detroit, it's real in Detroit. God damn it. They could come pick you up at his house. He ain't gonna do shit. You with a mark ass who's stressing you out. Cause you saw it. I know you saw it, ma'am. When I said to your husband, I'm gonna do it in slow motion a little bit. Say I struck again. To let your whole family down and out. Y'all done. You will never live that moment down where he get punked in front of the nation. You think you supposed to fix it because you married to him. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I can't put you out front with my top 5, but I'll find you a slot just because you his wife. Come with a real, you know you can't stay with that. His best years are over. What if you'd have had a boy? God damn, you'd have had a little slouchy little boy. You had a daughter, at least somebody will smash you. It's them nights when them other ain't answering the phone, they gonna call your daughter. Meanwhile, you could be over here with me, goddamn
it. Oh, Lord. Hey, man, it was funny when he roasted that wig. You did. He said he got a starter cap wig on. Oh my God, he roasted Anton. Corey roasted the mother and the daughter. And now Anton is all in his feelings, looking to garner sympathy from the black community. Mr. Potato Head looking at Anton Daniels.
What if you'd have had a boy? God. Come with a real, you know you can't stay with that. His best years are over. What if you'd have had a boy? God damn, you'd have had a little slouchy little boy. You had a daughter, at least somebody will smash you. It's them nights when them other ain't answering the phone, they gonna call your daughter. Meanwhile, you could be over here with me, goddamn.
Now, for the sake of the daughter, we have blurred her face out. The wife, I didn't even want to show the clip. I've spoken to his wife before. Very nice family. Again, I don't agree with Anton Daniels ideologically, but his wife is very nice. Has always been very nice to me. I have no problem with her. She doesn't cause any troubles. She doesn't do anything. Don't care. 35. I try to talking about,
All right, this is what we gonna do. Hold on 1 second. Let me see where we at. When we get to the hour mark of the show, man, I'm gonna drop the link at the hour mark of the show. Let's get it. Hey, man, we need 10 more people to bless the We need 10 more people to bless the Cash App. Bless the Super Chat and the Cash App. We need 10 more supporters. And we're going to drop the link at the hour mark. Shout out to Lahia. Lahia blessed us with a Cash App. I appreciate you. Excuse me. Shout out to the ladies for supporting this platform and this show. You already know.
That you love, especially when
Corey Holcomb went all the way in on Anton Daniels.
To town Tuesday? Or was you in Vegas with him? I don't know. Did you get to town Tuesday, really? So you let that man lie to you, bring you up here, talking about you on the show, and you ain't mad at that nigga? I seen you on that show when he said something about dick sucking to the other dude. You know what kind of nigga that is. Little sister, let me tell you something. If you trying to get on, come get it on your back like the women who really moving up in the world.
Oh, he talking to Mika. He telling Mika, you can get it how you live, baby. Come on over here to Corey. I know you don't want to deal with Mr. Milk Dud Head, Mr. Potato Head looking at. You only know you ain't dealing with Mr. Potato Head. He's kicking out that bread. Mr. Potato Head. Mika don't really want that. Corey Holcomb said, Mika, you can come over here and get it on your back. I would have put you on a platform. I would have brought you on 5150 music. 5150 music. Come on, Mika. Come on over to 5150. Sitting up there dealing with Mr. Potato Head looking at, Milk Dud Head looking at.
This motherfucker cat. I'm the captain now. Look at it. Hey, look. Let me tell you something. Don't make no more daughters, dog. You got to make it where your shit come out with a boy so he can make excuses for him. But you ain't got no kids out of wedlock because ain't no bitches. You can get on the show, but sister, let me tell you something. If you trying to get down, I got to town Tuesday. Did you get to town Tuesday? Or was you in Vegas with him? I don't know. Did you get to town Tuesday, really? So you let that man lie to you, bring you up here.
See, Mr. Potato Head told Mika, I'm gonna get you on the 5150 show. Mika was excited. Mika went and got her best wig. She went and got her best lace front on. She put on her best dress, her best outfit. She wanted to look good. You smell good and looking good. She was trying her best to get sexy. I'm gonna go out there and be on the 5150. Well, little did she know, she wasn't gonna be on the show. She was gonna be in the background. See, Mr. Potato Head flaunts Mika around because that's the woman that he really wants. Anton don't really want his wife no more. How many people in the audience know that Anton would really want a woman like Mika? That's why he parades her around, right? Anton parades Mika around because that's the type of woman that he really wants. That's what he really wants. He the same guy said, everywhere I go, I got bad bras flying around with me. Every city, all across the country, I keep baddies with me, homie. And you paying them too. You're paying these baddies to hang around you. They ain't hanging around with Mr. Potato Head unless he kicking out that bread. Yeah.
Talking about you holding the show, and you ain't mad at that nigga? I seen you on that show when he said something about dick sucking to the other dude. You know what kind of nigga that is. Little sister, let me tell you something. If you trying to get on, come get it on your back like the women who really moving up in the world. You can get on the show, but it's other things that got to be got on. That's all I'm saying. This is show business. You got to do what you got to do. You doing it, it's just you doing with a lane.
See, Anton pretending to be this Christian man, but yet he's flying Mika out with him. Have you noticed when Anton goes to the Lakers games, to the Detroit Pistons games, he got Mika on his arm. He ain't got his wife with him. And you know what he tells you? Got Mika is my assistant. You don't need Mika to be no assistance. You got one of them dudes who can do that. You flaunt Mika around because that's the type of woman that you really want. Even though you got a secret relationship and a crush on Fleece Johnson, but when it comes to women, that's the woman you really want. Anton ain't flaunting his wife on his arm when he at the basketball game sitting courtside. He got Mika with him because he feels like Mika is better for his image. Then he could pretend to be a player. Then he could pretend like he got bad bras with him. That's why he flaunts Mika around, because he want everybody to know, I got baddies with me, homie. I got money and I keep a baddie with me. I keep a baddie with me every time I fly out to a different city. Yeah. I leave my wife at home. And she's satisfied being at home because she's taken care of. She know I got Mika with me when I fly across the country from city to city. My wife's job is to stay at home. Yeah.
That motherfucker spent you, told you, yeah, I'm going to put you on the show. That nigga ain't got no power up here. He ain't got nothing to do. The only power he had was to run his mouth. That's all he did. Run his mouth. When a man challenged him, he bagged down. So if you want to be on the show, because I heard you say, I went to Corey Holcomb's show out in D.C. and he was funny and all that shit. Shouty, you can earn it fucking with me. You ain't going to make no baby that look like that.
First Class Citizen sent another super chat. He said that's why he brought her on the 5150 to flex in front of Corey, to pump himself up. Exactly. Anton never takes his wife anywhere. He don't take his wife anywhere. He flaunts Mika around because he want everybody to know that he got baddies with him. He keep his wife at home. He don't put his wife on camera like that because he want everybody to see Mika. My wife is cool with me flying Mika out with me, homie. I take care of my wife. I take care of my daughter. It don't matter if I'm flying Mika out with me from city to city. I got money. I can do whatever I want to do. So what? I got a secret relationship with Fleece Johnson. It don't matter because I got money. So what? Fleece Johnson told me I got a nice body. I got money, so it doesn't matter. Where's your antennas? Where's your thinking cap?
You a short girl, though. You gonna give me a little swole little runt, nigga. But I hit bitches like that. Dude hit bitches like that because he flat out bought her. I'ma indirectly buy you. Everybody who I buy hate me later because they be like, he ain't really give me shit.
We all know Mika wouldn't be hanging around Anton if it wasn't for the bread. No way Mr. Potato Head could get a woman like that if he wasn't dishing out that bread. You dig? And everybody knows it. Everybody knows it.
Lying talking about you came out here to do the show. You came out here to kick it with that big old ham sandwich because you know that motherfucker gonna trick off real good with you. The show, you probably was disappointed.
Shout out to T-Fan1 for the Cash App. Shout out to Nikisha for the Cash App. Keep it coming.
Because you ain't get on the show. That's because I didn't know you and you was with dude. You see where the show at? Meet me outside one day and say, Corey, I'm trying to earn something. We good. We good.
He's speaking to Mika. Hey, Mika, Corey said all you got to do is pull up to the 5150 show and say, hey, Corey, I'm trying to earn something. Corey said it's all good. Sitting up there with Mr. Potato Head. He going to dish out the bread. Mr. Potato Head. Anton Daniels. Corey said, pull up to the 5150. I got you, baby. I got you.
The show, you probably was disappointed because he flat out bought her. I'ma indirectly buy you. Everybody who I buy hate me later because they be like, he ain't really give me shit. Don't be lying talking about you came out here to do the show. You came out here to kick it with that big old ham sandwich because you know that motherfucker gonna trick off real good with you. The show, you probably was disappointed because you ain't get on the show. That's because I didn't know you and you was with dude. You see where the show at? Meet me outside one day and say, Corey, I'm trying to earn something. We good. We good.
All right, man. Anybody want to hit the link, man? Hit the link now. Hit the link now and make sure that you support the show in a major way. King Supreme delivering straight lace game. Make sure that you pull on up. The time is now. Let's get it. You already know we with it. Now let's see. King Judah. I'm gonna bring King Judah up. King Judah, what's good, my brother?
Man, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. You got the flow, bro.
All right, man. Look, I'm finally, bro. I've been trying to come on the last 2 times you've been live, bro. I'll be over the road. I drive trucks, so I always have that bad signal. So I'm glad I'm at home right now. But anyway, bro, I wanted to speak on this the last time you covered it. I tried to come up, but you know, again, my signal was bad, right? I was trying to tell everybody the last, because your question was, you know, that's when they had the first encounter about who was right and who was wrong. You know, basically you was kind of giving your take on every angle and what what we thought of it overall. I agree with you 100% that Corey should have never let him get under his skin like that, right? Far as him actually wanting to go close the distance, get in his face and fight. He could have roasted him like you said, but in that moment, I guess that this a trigger for him. You know, he probably always react to this way when somebody try to, homosexually play him. You know what I'm saying? So he lost his cool there, right? True enough. But I do believe that Anton looked bad too when he stood right in front of him and told him to say it again. And he said, say it again multiple times. And he made sure he didn't say it again. This lets me know on a subconscious level, bro, because I done been there before, bro. I ain't trying to say I'm the hardest dude in the world, but I done been in them environments before where I seen how men get down. This let me know that on a subconscious level that Anton don't want no smoke with Corey at all. You see what I'm saying? So on top of that, a lot of people saying, well, Corey didn't want this. I knew from the jump, bro, Corey looked at Anton, probably understand his content because Corey called him out about the content that he had. They let you know that Corey watches Anton. This is why he don't like him. He don't like the fact that he cape for white people, coon for white people, so he knows who he's dealing with. Corey knew just like I knew whether he would have hit him in that studio or went out back, Corey was going to get sued for that. A lot of people talking about, well, if he call, I heard people arguing with me, well, if he called for the fade, then he can't sue. No, y'all ain't never been locked up before. Y'all never had to talk to lawyers and understand how a good lawyer can flip the script. Lawyers get paid to flip this. They get paid to get you. They get paid to win your case, whether you telling the truth or lying. This is what lawyers get paid to do. So what I'm telling y'all, what would have happened is a good lawyer would have been able to prove that Corey watches Anton's content because he said it, prove that Corey dislikes Anton because he said it, and he could have proved that he lured him there for a physical confrontation. Even though Anton called for the fade outside, a lawyer can prove that Anton was fearing for his life, and that was purely out of self-defense. Corey would have got sued anyway, either way you look at it, because Anton was in Corey's studio. He was called to Corey's studio. A good lawyer can make it look like that was a setup and he was lured there for a physical confrontation, no matter how y'all looking at it. So Corey dodged that bullet. I don't know how this gonna go for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how this gonna go for him, but I was listening to somebody else cover this and they said something. The way I looked at this is that people like Anton, listen for everybody in the order, people like Anton, these dudes will do anything for clicks and views. They have no morals. Now, I understand that Corey is in the sector of social media. He makes his money this way largely these days. Anton, if anybody who, I understand there's a level of entertainment that you have to be able to give your audience. I do understand this. But when you get to the point where you're doing anything and you have moral conflicts where you're saying do anything to get these views, then I'm going to side on the dude that didn't go that low at first, because I'm looking at the fact that Anton came there and the whole argument started after Corey directly addressed him, because at first they was kind of having their back and forth banter. You can tell these two dudes didn't like each other, but it was respectful at first. But when Corey got to the point where Corey just got serious and like, look, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, you just be cooning. I don't like the way you be caping for white people. It's like you go in on black people, you'll go in on black women sometimes, but black people specifically, but you don't have no smoke for white people. Why is that? Then Anton tried to blow past it. Corey said, no, listen, answer my question. And that's when he started to say, well, you suck D for black people. This was the thing what I dislike most about what Corey did right there, Red, is that he let him off the hook. Me personally, I would have been able to overlook the fact that you disrespect me, because I would have made you, because I hate when people move the goalposts. I would have made you answer my question. Why are you dodging? I asked you a direct question about why you never have no smoke for white people. I would have made him stand on it. And then I would have addressed the D-sucking comment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Judah? Because when Corey asked him that, we know what answer. Oh, I ain't finna get into that, Corey. Basically, he was saying, I ain't finna talk about no white man. Oh, I ain't finna get into that. And everybody did. Like, listener, please listen. Anton is not gonna talk about white people. We know why. That's why he avoided the question. Corey, I ain't finna talk about that.
Corey should have. This is my thing. Red. Corey should have stood on it, because really that was your. You know, I know how this goes. This social media. It's all about who won and who lost. Corey would have won if he would have made him stand on it. Make him stay on that. Make him either answer it directly, because then he gonna admit he's a coon, or make him avoid it to the point where everybody gonna see the coon in him. Because what these dudes do, and I'm gonna say this, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. This is my thoughts, King Judah thoughts. This is not Red Supreme thoughts, right? But it's a lot of people I'm watching who move like this. Ringo TV is one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you. I was on your channel before with Saint in the Center, and you know, me and you kind of had a disagreement about that specific argument. But I'm looking at Saint in the Center and people like Anton as a caricature. They all move the same. These dudes would do anything for the clicks and views, and they would try to how do I want to say it? They would try to usher a conversation or create an illusion to get a win, no matter what they have to do to get it. What these dudes normally do is they start off trying to have a debate, right? But when you get them on a point, because they make points and you make points, but every point you make, they try to overshadow it, or they try to slightly disrespect you. They throw jabs at men over and over again throughout the conversation, and they do this in a sly way, almost feminine. I notice women do this. When you talk to women, they'll throw slight jabs at you because they're not direct. And then when you finally stand on and address it directly, they'll say, look how emotional he got. Look how emotional he got, guys. And 90% of the people, because they not real niggas either, gonna look at that and say, yeah, he got emotional. He's losing the argument. Really, you didn't have a point. You didn't have a point. And when he made a point, you tried to insult this man to the point where he addressed you directly as a man about your disrespect. And then you try to roll that off as disrespect. And Red, I know a lot of you, I know you're not a Red Pill channel, but I know I've heard you have Red Pill talks, so, you know, manly from a man's frame, right? A man's point of view. And from a man's point of view, that's exactly what women do to get men to crash out. Y'all don't realize that. That's what a woman to do. If you was in a work environment with a woman that didn't like you, she would slightly disrespect you all day until you confronted her about it. She said, oh, look how dangerous he is. Look at this man. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. That's what Anton Daniels do. That's what Saint and the Sinner do. That's what Ringo TV do. And a lot of y'all in the chat, y'all so blind to what's going on. Well, I ain't talking about your chat specifically. I'm talking about chats wherever they at, their channel, their viewers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But most people gonna look at that and you gonna fall for the okie doke. You will fall for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying about that is, let's get to the main point. What I'm saying about that is Corey didn't do nothing wrong. You don't argue with a comedian, Red. Man, when I was in college, I went to Southern University. You had comedians that came there routinely. And one thing that I don't know if y'all ever seen what comedians do is comedians have to deal with hecklers. Hecklers are somebody that's going to be in your audience on almost every night that is going to challenge you in front of that whole audience because they're trying to prove that they're funnier than you. See, this is suicide for a comedian. This can kill your career if you have a show and you let a heckler upstage you. So comedians are very well versed in dealing with hecklers. You will not out-talk them because they have to deal with this to protect their career. That's why I agree with you again, Red. It's crazy that Corey let him get under his skin because I'm pretty sure that Corey had to deal with hecklers throughout his career. Yeah. But I hear people saying, "Oh, kids are off limits." Do y'all understand what a comedian is? It's no level they won't stoop to win an argument or to make you look crazy. When you get into a back and forth with a comedian, they don't have any bounds. They will stoop to any level to win that argument. Any level, bro. So with that being said, that shit was funny, and I don't know if people watched the movie because in your chat I kept trying to give the funniest reference to me is when he said she looked like the air up there. I don't know the average age of your audience right now, but the air up there is an old movie that came out in the 90s with this tall African dude. But that was the funniest shit he said to me. But again, I'm all for Corey, and I think if he do get sued, I hope this don't land because I'm hoping Corey got the free speech. And I hope that him being a comedian, he get away with the free speech. Because I done heard comedians on their live platforms and their shows they doing and their specials go in on celebrities' kids, right? Yeah. And the fact that they comedians, they get away with it. I'm hoping that Corey can use that too. And if not, if he do get sued, I'm hoping he starts a GoFundMe. I would donate that. I think we should pay that fee for him. Because people like Anton need to be embarrassed more. All these grifters, all these fake dudes that I call them social. Well, I can't say that word, but I call them. Look, they do anything for money. All these dudes need to be exposed slowly, and all the coons. You need people like Corey. They are the voice that I don't have a platform like Corey. We need more people like Corey that'll get face to face and demolish these dudes.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I agree with that, man. If Anton is willing to sue over words, what you think he would have did if Corey would have took off on him on camera?
Exactly.
He would have sued. And people, I want you guys to understand this. And Judah, me and because we already know. I know you solid, so you get it. But we're speaking to the audience right now. The only reason Anton said let's go out back because he knew he had an armed security guard with him. The armed security guard was not going to let him get it. He don't get paid to let you get beat up. That's not why an armed security guard is there. For one, he's not even gonna. An armed security guard is not even gonna let you fight. For one, he's not gonna do that. Now, when Corey say it again, Anton didn't say it. That spoke volumes. I had to think about it because at first, even I was like, "Ooh, Anton said let's get some fade." But when I heard he had an armed bodyguard with him, I said that was a play. That wasn't nothing but a play right there, bro.
Yeah. So, and I know you're gonna pass it, bro, but I just want to get this off real quick because a lot of people covering this, and I done heard other angles because I don't know if you know or not, but Kwame Brown just got into it with Anton.
Oh, he did. I didn't know that. I'm gonna review
that. Yeah, hey, and you're gonna be reviewing this soon because I think this about to blow up because Kwame Brown reacted to their whole back and forth and he took the side of Corey. Now, Anton didn't like this, so he said some stuff about Kwame and everybody anticipating that Kwame gonna respond because he always do. But one thing about it is somebody said something that made a lot of sense. They were saying that, this guy comes in and disrespects people in a slight way, and then he turn around and try to, and I'm telling you, they manipulate the people that listen to them into thinking some kind of way they weren't in the wrong. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Anton is doing, bro. Like my whole point is, I don't have no respect for people like Anton. These dudes, I don't like a man that's not straight up. Now, mind you, I do understand that in the world of media, there's a certain way to do stuff. That's like when I got into it with old dude. You remember you told me you heard the clips of me arguing with old dude. Now, mind you, I'm not a content creator, right? So I'm not well versed in the back and forth banter and how you sway the crowd based off what you say. I'm a dude, bro. And what I do is I listen to who making the most sense. I don't care about all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't respect dudes who talk like that or have that kind of banter where I'm gonna slightly disrespect you, and then when you do feel, then when you get fed up enough to address me directly, then I'm gonna tell everybody, see, he's emotional. I feel like that's female, bro. I feel like that's what females do. Men don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is, even if I get you to get emotional because I'm disrespecting you, I expect for you to get emotional. So I'm not going to turn around and tell people, hey, look how emotional he got. I know I did it for that reason.
All right, Judah, but this is what I'm going to do. I appreciate you for pulling up, Judah. I'm going to bring up J-Lock, man. J-Lock, man. You got it, my brother. Unmute yourself. J-Lock, where you at, bro? Angel, you gotta reconnect. There you go, J-Lock. You got it. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, man. Last time I talked to you on the platform, I got muted, man. Got muted. And
I don't think you got muted, brother. Sometimes my connection goes in and out.
All right. But what happened to your last video, your live stream, man? Because I was trying to find out live stream. You was talking about Anton, his court situation. Your video got taken down.
Hey, my channel got deleted. My channel got deleted.
It got deleted. I looked at that. I was like, I said, did Anton deleted you? Did somebody reported you?
Yeah. Tommy Sotomayor gave me the first strike, and then Anton flagged me for bullying and harassing. So I said, next time when I speak, I'm not gonna use profanity. He said that I clowned him in a demeaning way to where I made it seem like he was being essay that we got to use a clean language. This YouTube stuff is PC crazy, but he said that I bragged about him being essayed and I bullied him and I humiliated him sexually. So he reported my channel to YouTube, and they flagged my channel down because of Anton. They did.
Yeah, because they flagged that last video, that last live stream about Corey Holcomb versus Anton. I was like, okay, so somebody must have reported you because like you want to get YouTube guidelines, some bull crap. But all I gotta say is this: Corey got tread lightly in this, because I don't know if you heard recently, TMZ is coming out with videos. He muffed that girl.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, it's a video of him. He muffed her. That's still assault. Still at the end of the day, he muffed her, and then they was like, "Yeah, I muffed that girl." I said, "Oh my God, Corey!" I was like, "Now everybody gonna pick sides. Now everybody think you a bitch ass dude. Excuse my language. You a punk for not fighting Anton, but you muffed this woman." This woman was not innocent either, because she was talking all that smack and talking about his mama and talk about his manhood. He muffed her for that. But the thing is, people are going to side with Anton now. Look at this video, and then they're going to see that Corey is a bully because he's talking about women, Anton's wife and his girl and Mecca. What's her name? Misha. I forgot what her name was. Mika. Yeah, Mika. And he's talking about his wife and his daughter. And now this incident with this woman coming up that she claimed to get assaulted about, Corey hit her across the face. Now everybody is circulating now. Now this video is going all over the place and saying Corey is the aggressor. So Corey got it. I'm glad Corey didn't punch Anton, beat up Anton, because it would have been bad luck. Right now, TMZ got the video of they interviewing this woman going crocodile tears, talking about Corey Holcomb beat me up. Corey Holcomb is a mom. I was just like, I knew this was gonna surface. The first time, the reason why it didn't get viral, because everybody knew she was lying. But now this video is up surface again. He gonna have to watch out. Because Anton might interview this woman. And it's getting hectic, man. It's getting hectic out here, man. It's getting hectic. I'm actually worried for him, to tell you the truth, man, because the woman is not innocent at all, man. So now he got another target on his back. He got Anton, this woman he got to deal with, and he got this other comedian he used to rock with.
You talking about Zoe Williams?
Marcus. It's a dark skinned boy, the black guy. He also brought his name up. And he was like, "Why?" It's a whole bunch of stuff going on, man. It's all forces going against him. It's all
So
forced.
Yeah, when you know, now everybody want to come out because they feel like this is the time to get him because all the controversy. So yeah, they gonna come out for sure.
Well,
For
Rick,
sure.
can I say this? That I know what he's talking about now. This is the only reason I think that, like, mind you, when it comes to this beef with Anton, yeah, this may hurt him, especially if Anton try to bring a case up against him. But they can't use what that woman said to go after Corey again for that incident, because from what I understand, I heard on his show, the 5150 show, he addressed this, where he said that this woman was trying to get him railroaded, and I think he went to court for this and everything, and he got proved innocent. However this went down, I didn't see the video, but for whatever it was, when it went down, he was proven innocent.
It's viral. It's viral. It's viral, brother. It's viral, man. Because now this whole controversy with Anton versus Dan. Now everybody, you know this happens when somebody gets in trouble. Old news, old things start to pop up. To smear campaign, to shine a light. This person is a very bad person. So they're gonna use every advantage of tactics to take this person down. Even if it happened 5 or 10 years ago, they're going. It's now they're using that opportunity to drag this person down.
Yeah, man. But I'm gonna bring up Big E. Big E, you got it, my brother.
What it do, Red? What it do, chat panel?
So,
you know what I didn't like about this, Red? You know, Anton wouldn't have went to no jumper with that energy. He wouldn't have went to no other content creator with that. He wouldn't have talked to Cat Williams like that. He wouldn't have talked to Mike Epps like that. He didn't even talk to that white boy like that was telling him, nigga, you can't even afford for me to talk to you. He was a good boy. You know what I'm saying? So for him to go on Corey's show with the intent, you know what I'm saying, to put him in these crosshairs like that, that's kind of messed up on Anton's part, bro. You know what I'm saying? Corey was minding his business. Corey was just being Corey. You know what I'm saying? Corey, one of them dudes, either you love him or you hate him. And I personally think that, you know, Anton done took some L's. You get what I'm saying? Like they say with Fleece, you know what I'm saying? That's an L. With the white boy, that's an L. With putting on the hot dog suit, that's an L. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, everybody is looking at him as a straight cornball. You get what I'm saying? So now by him doing, you know, Corey the way he did Corey, and then he come out talking all like he John Wick. See, now he think he got some kind of quote unquote street credibility. Remember, the culture is trash, but he was up there talking like he's one of them dudes, right? He went, no, I told him, let's go to the back. Ain't that part of the culture? Ain't that one of the things that him and the Tap Dance Twins and all them be talking about?
Yep, the culture.
How we quick to fight, you know what I'm saying? Et cetera, et cetera. Okay, well, what was he doing? He called out Corey for the fade, right? And then got on the next day and made it seem like, yeah, Corey's a bitch, like like he gangster. You know what I'm saying? Yada, yada, yada. Like he said, he finna make $1 million. He finna eat off this. Right. So now he got people thinking that he is a tough guy, but you not a tough guy though. And if you really pay attention to what Corey said, he said, man, look, if you ain't never had to go drop a $10,000 retainer, you know what I'm saying, then don't be talking about what you don't know nothing about. You know, Red, when we was younger, you used to could fight. You win or lose, you dust yourself off, go home. Now you could be sued. Now they could sue you if your kids is at school fighting.
Hey, Biggie, you know Zoe Williams punched on Ari Spears, and instead of Ari Spears suing Zoe Williams, he sued Corey.
And Ari Spears, big old nigga, and be talking that Bumpy Johnson talk. Right. So it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, when did men stop using their hands? You know what I'm saying? Like, all men, I don't care whatever your background is, but especially if you live in urban areas, whether it's in junior high, high school, whether you on the street, sooner or later, you're going to have to get your hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to fight sooner or later, because a man might look at you and might think that you twat, and you might have to show him that you ain't one of them. But then when you talking about, oh, I'll just sue you. Nah, bro, that's something totally different now. You know what I'm saying? You want to bring a nigga to litigation because you couldn't use your hands. You know, he's swapping. That's all we do in Detroit is fight. Well, wait a minute. You said the culture is trash. So if all y'all do in Detroit is fight, and you invite people like Fleece Johnson to your platform, well, nigga, what kind of culture you into? You know what I'm saying? See, it's like Corey said, you got famous, and the only reason people listening to you is because you got a little bit of money. If you was an average, everyday dude like everybody else, wouldn't nobody be studying you. You wouldn't have no women. Like you said, you were cornballs. People like you, Myron, all of y'all were cornballs before y'all got money. Now y'all are just cornballs with money. You see how Myron just did Sneeko, right? You see, and that's what he get. You know what I'm saying? They all just turned on him. That's what them kind of dudes do. Anton ain't got no friends. Do Anton look like the type of dude that you can hang around? No, he don't. What he already say? Oh, I'm a Christian first. He basically denounced that he was even black. So how can you even deal with a dude who denounced his own people when those people that he caped for look at him? I wonder what he thinks they see. You get what I'm saying? Like, do they see an undercover white guy? Because I would almost bet when they look at you, they see a nigga too, like they do everybody else. But you know, see, them butter biscuits, they run a show, Red. You know what I'm saying? You see, Officer Tap Dance, he can't get no more butter biscuits. All these dudes can't get no more butter biscuits. Anton sees the end of the road. So now look, from this here with Anton, by that video that I think the last caller was talking about, now the whole focus is getting ready to be off of that. And guess what? Corey said something to me that was real important. Anton never answered that question. Nigga, why do you not say nothing about the damage that the white male has caused in this country?
I talk about white people. I talk about the liberal white woman. Everybody talks about the liberal white woman. But you know what Anton's response was? Corey, I ain't even going to get into that, Corey. In other words, I ain't going to talk about no white man, Corey.
Exactly. See, that's what we talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about. So by you know, telling Corey the SMD, that was going to automatically get off of that conversation. Now, I think it was Judah. I don't know if it was Judah or the Red or the last caller you had that said, nah, Corey should have made him stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, why can't you answer the question? Let the world hear your coon ass say what you gonna say. You get what I'm saying? But then once the energy shifted, now everybody want to see a fight. You get what I'm saying? Now ain't nobody even talking about, you know, the question that actually started that. So now you force Corey into going into being a comedian. But I said this yesterday on my boy DZ channel. How you gonna sue a comedian? Comedians are always known for pushing the line. You get what I'm saying? And the day you can start suing comedians, like actual comedians, then the comedy is over. You get what I'm saying? Comedy is about pushing those lines. And we all know this. You know what I'm saying? Whether they be racial, whether they be in relationships, whatever. Once you start suing comedians, you might as well not even be a comedian no more, because everything is going to offend somebody if they feel like they can get some money out the deal. You get what I'm saying? But again, I'm going to land it with this, Red. I think that Anton is trying to get brownie points back because he knows the community is not rocking with him. So now he can say, yeah, look, I went up there and punked Corey. Yeah, I called Corey out for the fade. Well, you get what I'm saying? So now he think he got something to play. Nah, bro, we still not rocking with you though, bro. You done already cooned too much to where, dude, you just go crawl up under a rock somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We cool on dudes like you, and if you'd have been in touch with your people, you would find out, nigga, we trying to shake dudes like you. You might as well go become one of them diet Black Panthers. And I'm going to pass it with that, Red.
Right. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring up Shana Speaks. Shana Speaks. Let me see. And I'm gonna bring up Shana Speaks.
Give me one moment, you guys. Thank you. Cannot just give me like 10 minutes. Is that okay?
All right. I'll bring you back up. Let me bring up Don. Don. Where you at, Don? You ain't there, Don. So if you ain't there, I'm gonna pass it back to Don. One more time. Are you there? All right, let me pass it to King Judah, and then I'm gonna pass it to King Judah, J-Lock, Biggie, and I'm gonna let everybody be brief. You know, just kind of be brief because I want to let everybody get their chance to speak. So I'm gonna pass it back to Judah. You got it.
Yeah. So Big E said something that really stood out to me was the fact that that's what I was pointing to. A lot of people don't fall for the okie doke and the smoke and mirrors. This whole fallout didn't happen just because these two dudes didn't like each other. That was understood before they got there. The fact that they was going to debate was already an understood thing. You know what I'm saying? So they had some level of decorum where they knew, look, I really don't like you, but I'm willing to have a healthy debate. We can both do it for views. This going to boost both of our platforms. They understood this coming in. The disconnect came when Corey tried to make him stand on, bro. Why can you never hold white males accountable for the damage that they cause, right? Now, just imagine what this means psychologically for Anton. We know Anton not built like that. We know he not busting a grape in a fruit fight. He is very risk averse. He, just like Red said, I'll do anything not to go to prison. Anything. I never want to be behind those walls. That's what he told us. So the fact that Corey threatened everything he believes in. He's all about money in his platform and making money. Corey threatened that when he said, look, I dare you to say something about white people. And he was willing to get in a physical confrontation to avoid that. This tells you how deep the Coonin runs. I want y'all to think about what I just said. This man was willing to get in a physical confrontation, something that's outside of his normal behavior, all because Corey was threatening to make him stand on his coonery, or either making him, he was going to expose him as a coon in front of everybody, because right now his audience knows he's a coon, but that's fine because those are his followers. But Corey was about to expose him to people that didn't even know him yet. So Corey was threatening his future funds, people that may subscribe later. And he also was threatening the angle he's coming from now, which I call them Oreos. These are black people. They're black on the outside, but white on the inside. These are your Candace Owens. These are your Hodge twins. People like Jesse Lee Peterson. These are those guys, right? And he was threatening that, like, hey, how about you say something about your white master? And then he was willing to fight to avoid that. So just understand that all this started because Corey threatened to expose him.
He said, I ain't finna say nothing about no white man. I ain't finna get into that, Corey.
Right. He was willing to throw down with Corey to keep him saying something bad about Master.
Because Corey said, well, how come Corey, I ain't even finna get into that, Corey. Next question. So look, man, J-Lock, man, you got it, man. J-Lock, if you there, you got it, my brother.
Oh shit, man! I got types of art. So I told you last time. He planned this, man. Anton planned this, and he said he studied Corey. When somebody said that somebody study you, Corey should have stopped and fucking and came to the conclusion and realized this man is trying to start some shit. He should have never fell for the bait. He knew Corey was going to react that way too. That's why he said I studied you. And he knew Corey was going to do that. React to say he made it seem like he was a Victorian of Corey not taking the fade, and he punked this man out of his own show. And I told you a lot of people hate watch Corey. That's why I brought up all them allegations. Some clown of fucking chat talking about he sounds suspect. I sound like a tether. I'm far from a tether. So this is not. I know that.
J-Lock, watch the F-bombs. We're trying to keep the language clean, bro.
Okay, all right. Yeah, but man. But the video of the woman, with the incident with the woman, it was 2024. But the thing is, they can still bring back videos and still try to mark you, try to smear campaign you. That's all I'm trying to say. The thing is, people say I'm trying to do scare tactics. No, when you got a whole bunch, you beefing with a whole bunch of people that don't like you, they're gonna come in all forces trying to come bring you down. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
person saying I'm sorry. And the thing is that people are clowning this Corey to this very day. Oh man, you talk about Anton daughter, but you ain't take that fade though. You let that man poke you in your what was a tough guy talk at? You put hands on women and you go out. You got Mr. Fantastic caping for Anton.
Of course he's gonna do that. Like he's with the, that's what he does. Like he's cool with that type of crowd over there. So I expect that from him,
Guess what, King?
Hey, can I ask him a question?
Hold on.
Hey,
I'm
can
gonna
I
let
ask
you
you a
land,
question?
J-Lock, because I'm gonna let you land. I gotta pass it to Big E.
All right. Also, the reason why Anton is not going to go against, he's not going to touch on that subject because his viewers are a majority of Caucasian people and people that hates black people in general. Not the aspect of hood ratchet culture. Not the fact that the root or the cause of problem. That's it. He just talk about black people and people just eat it up. So that's his bread and butter. That's why he won't touch the subject because he talk about white people. His audience is gone. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. He ain't gonna talk about no white man at all. Corey, I ain't finna talk about no white man. Next question. Big E, you got it.
Yeah, well, see, okay, bro, man, I get what you saying, right? But this is where you gotta stand on and be a man, bro. Corey got a lot to lose. Like he was saying, if he'd have fought on camera, there go his YouTube channel. Don't nobody want to lose no stream of income. And for sure, Anton is a little fairy boy. He definitely was going to sue him. Because you see, he talking about suing him now for him just being a comedian. He didn't touch him. Nobody touched each other. You get what I'm saying? Anton was partly instigating it when he said, come on, let's go to the back. And then he turned around and made a video saying how he was going to beat the crap out of Corey and yada, 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 right? So, okay, he'd have sued Corey. He'd have messed around and lost his YouTube channel. I believe he already done been sued before for similar stuff. You get what I'm saying? So all they gonna do is go into his priors with that, probably end up costing him more money. So, bro, you as a man, like me right now, do you know what you have to do to me to get me to crash out and lose everything I done built for myself to this point? So you gotta at some point be a man and not crash out and lose everything you be like. What, Corey, 56 years old? Dude, you can't just start over the older you get. You get what I'm saying? So, bro, it takes a lot of pride, bro, to like, okay, I'm gonna use this analogy. Like, you remember when Craig was finna shoot Debo and his daddy said, no, son, you remember his whole life flashed in front of his eyes and he ended up giving his daddy the gun. Now you're gonna have to go get your hands dirty, but guess what? He didn't crash out. He didn't lose everything behind a rash decision. So I actually think Corey was smart. We don't come from a world where you get sued for fighting. That's the world that Corey and them is living in right now. You know what I mean? So you gotta swallow a lot of pride sometimes, bro. We wanted to see Corey smack all his taste buds to one side of his mouth, but that would have cost him dearly, though. You get what I'm saying?
He showed a lot of restraint, but the thing is that his character, his persona is built around of how not a tough guy, but how he don't take no bullshit. But the thing is that now
hold up. Corey ain't never claimed to be no fighter. He ain't never claimed to be none of that, bro. Cause see, I think too many of us are not used to hearing it.
But the thing is, people expect that from him. But the thing is, you got a lot of people, but the people that used to be cool with him, throwing that in his face and say, "Yeah, you supposed to be this badass dude. What's up now? You got this nigga with glasses. Excuse my language. This guy with glasses.
No, but he can't do that. He can't. If Anton was looking for smoke, why he didn't go to Back on Fig? Why he didn't go to No Jumper? Like, there's plenty of podcasts that he could have went to. They would have gave him all the smoke he was looking for. If he was looking to get smacked, they got people on them podcasts that would have literally smacked all his taste buds to one side of his mouth. He went to Corey. You can hear the man. Corey is a laid back dude. Corey is not a crash out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody is strategic. Everybody in this chat knows.
Yeah.
Even I'm talking about in your everyday life. You know who you could talk crazy to, and you know who you can't talk crazy to. We all know this as men.
OG.
He knew he could have went to Corey's studio, and to me, I still don't think he get the result that he wanted, because again, you can't antagonize a man, and then when he go below the belt by just talking about you and your family, in which that's all fair game to comedians. You get what I'm saying? That's all. Comedians talk about everybody. They'll even talk about your people's resting in peace. We all know this. Red Fox would have, all of them, Robin Harris, comedians been doing this kind of stuff. So if he wanted smoke like that, he had people that he could have went on their platforms and they gave him the smoke. To me, they just tried to set Corey up because now this happened. Now this video came out. Now to me, it looked like they trying to just take Corey down, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go ahead and land with that, Red, because I got to go check on my agriculture.
All right, but this is what we're going to do. I appreciate you for pulling up, Biggie. You want to land or you good?
Yeah, I'm out, man. I'm just going to tell you, the usual, man. This 2026, New Year, keep winning. You still need your health. Drink your water, eat your veggies, and keep winning, y'all.
All right. Let me see if Shana Speaks is ready. Shana, you there? Shana Speaks, are you ready?
Oh, yes, I'm ready. I thought I was off of mute. Thank you so much.
You good. You got it.
Hi, how you doing, Mr. King, Mr. LA, fellow LA neighbor?
I'm doing good. Just chilling, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Just preparing for the cold storm down here in Texas.
Okay.
I'm no longer in Southern California, but yeah. Thank y'all for letting me come up here. And it does sound like a very, very, very male, masculine charged conversation. So I'm asking for permission to speak, not to come in and teach anybody nothing. I just want to give what I believe happened that night as well. Like I said, I'm from LA and I've been knowing Corey. Now, when I say knowing, I mean, I've been watching him since I was like a teen. Like he's been around for so long. He has a very long, extensive career in the industry, right? He's known by a lot of people and he has a lot of business. He has a lot of things to lose. I think that what people don't realize is this is two different types of genres of productions coming together here. You got the world of entertainment, you got the world of podcast world, which is little bit of a small world, but it's just not as big as where Corey's coming from. And I think that what we got to understand too is that I think everybody is right when they say he has a lot to lose. I think that Corey calculated it right, but I think he was being genuine. I think the first sign of disrespect was when Darlene was disrespected. I don't think people saw that. When Anton came onto the stage.
Yes, that is true. I mentioned that. Sorry, go ahead, continue.
You did mention that? Okay, I haven't heard anybody say that because that
was the last live streaming after it got took down. Go ahead, continue. Go.
Yeah, that was the first sign of disrespect to me. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, we can go back a little further because the first sign of disrespect too is that you brought a woman up to the studio, right? That you promised to be on a man's show that he knew nothing about. Now that's what the backstory is, okay? And so you were telling this woman that she was going to be on a man's show. That's disrespectful. So you already came in there in the wrong spirit. You already came in there with the wrong attitude. Okay, so the thing about it is everybody's saying Corey started this. I don't see where he started it. I think that he did use it as an opportunity in order to get exactly what he's getting right now. So I don't know if you know the few things that came up just recently. Apparently, he said, "Oh, well, he talked about my kids." Okay, but there's a video out which I wish I can send to you. There's a video out where Anton actually did talk about other people's kids. So you're
Oh
trying to
yeah.
say that he's wrong, but you talked about some other people's kids behind you also saying you don't like black folks. So that's why Corey is trying to ask you the question why you don't never say anything about these white men. Because the problem that I have with him too is that you had the white man in the cafe that was trying to talk to you crazy. You didn't do nothing to him. You said he was drunk and he didn't do nothing. But when you got on Corey's show as your brother, you wanted to have a fight. I don't look at it like everybody do. I think that these was the two older guys that was just talking and they really didn't want to fight, but just kind of avoid things. You know what I mean? Just avoid the fight, but get the content going. But I don't like Anton for one. I don't like him. I just, you know how it is, King, when you just can't connect to somebody. You're
Yeah.
like, I just can't. Yeah, that's how it is. I've seen Anton. I've seen his content. I've seen him on several shows. He disrespects women a lot. And see, this is my problem with women. See, women will sit up here and they will sit back and say what they don't like about a man. They will say, I don't like a cheater. They will say, I don't want to do poly. They will say, I don't like an abuser, right? Well, Anton is all of that. He's all of that because you cheating on your wife. You got this woman out here. Oh, well, that's not my side chick. Yes, we've always known that. She's always been around him. And you did hear Darlene say, if you didn't listen to the whole interview, is that she was sitting in the parking lot and she saw Anton and the girl get out the car and they had some inappropriate behavior going on. Darlene did say that. So they're doing something. So she can't say that she's not his side, and he can't say that she isn't either. She is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all I'm
That's
saying,
exactly what it is.
that's exactly what it is. But the women, and even in your comment section, they sitting up here. Oh, well, Anton, Corey, he's gonna be this, and he's gonna fix reality. How you gonna put somebody in reality that's already in reality? All the man asked him was if you can talk about the white man, and he hasn't said anything yet. It just bothers me a little bit of how women are just so hypocritical. Because here you still riding Derek Jackson even after what he did. So I don't understand what a sisterhood is. And I'm observing this I'm looking at the women because I don't really say too much to men because that's not my place. But to women, the way they're looking at this whole thing, I'm surprised to see how many women are writing for Anton and are really not, in my opinion, assessing the situation right. How would you feel if there was a man that told you, right, and you have your hopes all up, and he told you that I got you hooked up, you're going to be on this show, blah, 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 blah. That lady clearly said, I was told that I was going to be on there. Well, who do you think told her? Anton did. So I don't understand how you ladies, how you women, you sit here and you say you don't like certain things that men do, but you support the very thing you say you don't like. Anyway, I'm gonna land my plane right there. Thank you for the opportunity to talk. I think Corey is right. You can't mess with a comedian. He's about to get paid because he's gonna take this on tour unless otherwise said by a lawyer if he has to do anything legal. But this is going to be a tour. I'm just going to wait for it. So I'm going to just go ahead and mute my mic. And I would like to hear about what you think about what I'm saying, if you don't mind.
Yeah, hey, if you got those videos, man, event, because I would love to post a video of him being a hypocrite. So I'm gonna post my
yes. If you can give me your email, I don't know how you want to give it
I'm
to
gonna
me.
post it in the chat. I'm gonna post it in the chat right now, so you can I'm
Okay.
gonna post it right now, so you can
Send it to you.
ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it right now. Okay.
Okay.
Let me bring up Don. Don, man, are you ready? Because I know we had a little difficulty earlier. Don, where you at? Where you at, Don?
Check, Mike.
Hold on, let me see what's up. Okay. Don, you got it.
I want to piggyback off what you said, by the way.
Yeah, you got the flow, brother. Go ahead.
Also, what the lady said, the young lady said about the woman. Everybody. I want everybody's channel Urban Politician TV, and what's it called? Fantastic. Everybody's talking about, oh, Corey's supposed to be this real guy that's keeping it real so whatsoever. But he dirty macking Anton with a woman. He got with his side piece. I say, if y'all didn't listen what happened, Anton brought up Darlene and Corey. And Darlene, it was supposed to be between him and Corey. It wasn't supposed to be Darlene. So he brought up the side chick he had with. He came in, walked in with. And people forgot about that. People said, "Oh, I'll agree with Corey, so I don't have to wait how he go with that Anton." I said, "Well, guess what? If Anton bring up somebody else in the conversation, and Corey can't bring the other person up in the conversation, he gonna tip the cat. It ain't one way."
Yeah, and also, Red, like I know, again, Red, I remember you spoke on it, and again, I understand geographic location. I know you from LA. The way you move, it's a lot tied into player culture. I'll just say that, because I say this all the time. The difference between how I was raised and maybe you from Louisiana is not a lot of player culture in, that profession, the oldest profession in the world. So I know you said that's dirty Mac and you don't bring up another woman, right? But the way I read that was that Corey wanted to push back on the fact that he wanted to push home that Anton paid for the box. So that's the way he did it. He let everybody know, yeah, you brought a woman in here that's not for you, but you're trying to hide the fact you paying Mika to be with you. So I think that's why he brought up Mika more than anything, was to basically push home the fact that, look, you pay women to hang around you. We not the same. Like, you got to go out here and, and I agree with Corey. You know what I'm saying? You can't brag about a woman that you pay to be there. Like that, you don't get no bragging rights for that.
Yeah, and when I listened to it, I said, no, I know why Corey said it, because for one, you're talking this conservative Christian talk. Now, if you claiming player, that's different. You claim to be a conservative Christian. So I understand why Corey said what he said. When I really listened to it in detail, I said, no, I understand why Corey put him on blast. It's like, you trying to put me on blast and, come with all these shenanigans and all this other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna expose you for who you really are. So I'm not even mad at Corey and then when I said Corey should, I thought about it. I said, hold on, you got an armed bodyguard. I'm not gonna go to the back alley and catch a fade with a cat that got an armed bodyguard. You crazy. So anybody with common sense should have known. No man, look, men who catch fades don't allow a man to sex play him like that. So there's no way Anton was gonna catch a fade like that. He wasn't going to do it. He had an armed bodyguard with him, and he did it for the cameras because he knows that a lot of people who watch social media, they ain't from the streets. They're not going to peep the play. You listen, somebody that want to catch a fade with you, they're not going to have an armed bodyguard with you. Corey Holcomb ain't no thug in the streets to where he's jumping people and backdooring people. He's not doing that. Anybody who wants to listen, you're not going to have an armed bodyguard with you to catch a fade with Corey. That's just doesn't make sense. So when you really think about it, Anton planned that. He set the whole thing up to try to make Corey look bad. He was just waiting for the perfect opportunity to say something slick, and that's exactly what he did. I challenged Corey to see he was already embarrassed by that Fleece Johnson situation and him being a tap dancer. So he wanted to redeem himself off of Corey's name and reputation by pretending like he wanted to catch a fade. It's a whole play, brother.
Yeah, and I think he missed that opportunity because Anton, we all know Anton is a coon. Corey, I think Corey is, like you say, he's a comedian, right? But I think this is first taste of really how the new internet works. You see what I'm saying? Because right now, if you know it's not, but a lot of people, they love getting into these small beefs because it gives them a lot of visibility. And I think Corey just learned a valuable lesson. See, you was on your turf, on your platform, and your platform is notorious for being pro-black. You have a coon on there. That should have been the angle you attacked him from to the end. Because he can't win there. You see what I'm saying? I would attack you for being a coon the whole time because you're not going to win here. You on my platform. Everybody in my audience is pro-black. And anybody that hear this argument after, all the pro-black people going to side with me. He got baited into some, the homo stuff or whatever. And, I like you said, that's why you say he shouldn't have gotten his feelings to begin with. But again, I would have never let him come off the fact that you don't have nothing negative to say about white men. I would have exposed him for being a coon. And the 5150 show would have been known as the show that exposed Anton on the biggest platform and for the biggest audience in the world.
Yeah.
But
He should have. He should have.
can I
also
say?
I
Can I?
agree with you, but
Can
I
I
gotta.
say?
But hold on, bro. I gotta bring up 2
Oh.
cents because he been waiting in the
oh
background.
shit.
But yeah, I agree with you on that. I would have made Corey. If I was Corey, I would have made Anton answer the question. Like, we're not moving forward until you answer the question. Everything you asked me, I gave you an answer. You gonna give me an answer before we move on. Answer the question.
Red. But look, I'm gonna drop out. Let me drop out. I'm gonna say this when I'm drop out. One thing
All right, go ahead.
Kevin Samuels said also before he died, when Kevin Samuels going viral, with the whole with that first video, I forgot what that video was, but when Eric who was going viral, Corey Holcomb saw the video.
Average at best. You talking about
Average
the
at
average
best,
at
yes.
best? video.
Average at best. Thank you. Kevin Samuels said, "I'm not gonna go back and forth with a comedian because comedian is not gonna have no limit." Even Kevin Samuels knew the rules of not going against the comedian.
Can I say one thing, host?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I think that everything y'all are saying that he could have done, I think he did. But I believe, see, I am from LA and I've been around men all my life. And if you're a man, that comment, like me as a woman, what you gonna do about that? Because you know that's why he stayed on it, and I think that he wasn't trying to allow him to move the goalpost. Because he, even when he said the kissing a comment, when he said that to him, and Anton turned around and said what he said, Corey stepped back in his seat. He stepped back, he looked, and he started processing. I said, "Oh shoot, that brother trying to figure out if he gonna take off on him, right?" And so I think that he did, but I think that that comment sent, and see, everybody is triggered differently, and we can all say what we would have done or what he should have done, but we're not. You can't tell people how to feel and how to move. You just cannot, and we don't
Yeah.
know. It's just like for you, brother King. For you, if somebody calls you stupid, you might can let that roll off your shoulders, right? But if
Yeah.
a brother call you a bitch, that may be a different story for you, right?
Yeah.
That may
Yeah. Yeah.
send you somewhere. That may you probably, you know what I mean, that you don't know. And so we can't do that. We have to stop doing that. Look, you can't tell somebody how to respond once something has been thrown at you. You just cannot do that. The responder has the right to respond or react the way they believe. And I think he did a pretty good job because, like he said after the show, he said, "You know how long you get suspended on having a fight for having a fight on YouTube?" He said it's 30 days. I go live every Tuesday. So he was processing. And I have to give that to that brother. You know, he said, "Well, you ain't gonna boss up on me." Corey said, "I already did." And if you were smart and if you are able to observe, he didn't have to hit him. He already told him to say it again. We're still waiting for him to say it again. He still hasn't said it again. And he still hasn't answered the white man question. So however you want to put it, I think that I think he did the right thing. And I think that what y'all are saying that he should have did, I think he would have went further if you know he had to study him a little more. But I think he did the best that he could without the information that he had. But anyway, that's what. And I got your email. I'm gonna send you that video. Okay.
Okay. I appreciate you anytime. All right. Appreciate you for pulling up. This is what we're gonna do. 2 cents. Go ahead, 2 cents.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm unmuted now. Yeah, let me say this, man. I was like, it came full circle. I know I'm preaching to the choir to you on it. A lot of people in here already know who this guy is. People call him busters, they call him lames, whatever it is. See, but what I understand what Anton tried to pull. This is what a buster or a lame do. That's why they don't mix. That's why when, like you say, cool dudes or whatever stand over and a lame come over, all we have to do is look that way. He ain't coming over here. So I'm trying to figure out why the heck did Anton even show up on this show, knowing if you know Corey is a comedian first. And if you know his set and how he do it, man, he's brutal. He'll say a lot of different things. So why are you so surprised now? So we knew what time it was. If you got any hands or you been in it, you're not quite lame or something like that, you understand what happened. The communication is 85% nonverbal. All Anton had to do was take off his glasses. I'm telling you, it was that simple. And if you know, you know. It didn't have nothing to do with nothing about him bumping his gums. Lames bump their gums all the time. But he bumping his gum with somebody that made a calculated decision. He's not. He already went through litigation. It's like, man, you think I'm gonna waste $1,000 on this buster? He look at dude as a buster. But go ahead, King. I appreciate you.
Hey man, I appreciate you. Appreciate you for pulling up.
Hey man, listen, man, we're gonna I'm gonna land my plane on this one, man. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. We had a wonderful show, and I need everybody that's watching right now to make sure that you bless the like button. We want to blow this channel up, man. We don't want to make the same mistakes on this channel that we did on Red Supreme TV 1. You know, the haters was able to flag the channel. They didn't like the fact that I was roasting. They didn't like the fact that I was cooking, so they reported the channel. But I'm in the middle of appealing that right now to get the channel back up. But right now, man, you can catch me on King Supreme. I go live pretty much every day, sometimes twice a day, but you can catch me over here all the time. Regular scheduled programming. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. And it just is what it is. Make sure that you guys hype the video when it uploads to YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend that's going to tell a friend, and we're going to continue to get it in. King Supreme, much love to everybody. I'm gone. Peace.